Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Master of Ceremonies, Nova War.
And I'm a black dude.
You are.
Yep.
A black man without a crowbar.
If you are new to LAGTV, yes, Maximus Black is actually black.
And believe it or not, I am not Barry White.
Adam.
Yes.
Hit me up with a noise, please.
Boom goes the dynamite.
And you've done that like 4 times, dude.
I haven't done boom goes the dynamite yet.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I've done boom.
No, you said dynamite.
Really?
Somebody's going to link you to that video, and you're going to go, you have done it.
Seriously.
Oh, I'm not making that up.
All right, fine. Redo it. Back it up.
Here we go again. 3, 2, 1.
Do me, yo-yo, master.
Better. I'm proud. So, up top, here we have Abdel.
Abdel. Yes.
And down bottom, we have...
Dwarros.
Okay. We're good.
Or Dwarros, depending on where you are in the world.
So,
maybe that's a bit of a V going on in there.
A Protoss making its way back onto LAGTV. We've had a few games with some TBTs and all kinds of Terran lately.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's different.
It's a nice change of pace.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be a PvT on this crater map. I totally forget the name, like the full name, but it's something crater.
Something crater.
It's a terrible,
Searing? Searing crater?
Yeah, that's it. And it's a terrible map.
Did I just remember the name of a new map?
Yeah.
Did that just happen?
Yeah.
Somebody write that down, because that will never happen again.
No, it won't.
No.
You don't even know the names of the old maps.
No.
Let alone
a brand new one. Damn, I feel special right now. I just pat myself on the back. Abdel is getting a little bit of scouting in here. Going to throw down a half, but not quite, floppy pancake going around there.
You know what everybody should be doing right now is going to facebook.com/LAGTV and liking us on Facebook. We've got like 7,000 likes or something, and we have like almost 55,000 subscribers. I think it's time we should hit that at least the 10,000 mark, guys. So if you want to talk to us a little bit more, we're on there all the time.
We're actually on there a lot.
Every day.
We have conversations with people consistently on Facebook.
Yeah. We're really busy, so like, you know, shooting us an email.
Sometimes isn't the best place.
Sometimes we don't get it because there's so much. We read as much fan mail as we possibly can.
Yeah.
And I reply to as much as I can. But, you know, when you have over 50,000 people, and then on my solo channel as well, there's not enough hours in the day to go through everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're only human. Well, I'm a boss, but you're human. So.
I'm a human that can impregnate women with my voice.
That you can. I have a fruit fly crawling on my bicep.
That's a bicep?
Yeah. Keep it up, Adam.
Oh, Bob the Zealot is definitely not doing anything by standing there. He's really just observing. Not even great scenery, really. I'm not sure what he's doing standing there. And up here we actually have the probe taking over the lone Xel'Naga tower on this map. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, especially at lower level play. Not enough Xel'Naga tower control happens in those games, and people at lower levels seem to underestimate just how freaking important that tower can be.
I even underestimate it, and I'm trying to work my way into Masters. That's one of my downfalls is the whole scouting thing, and people need to realize that having a tower is an extremely effective way to do some sort of scouting. It lets you know, is my opponent coming up to my base? If so, how far up the map is he? And it's just good to have, period. And in the higher level leagues, like the pros and stuff, they fight.
They fight for it.
They fight for that tower
Tooth and nail.
Because having that is so crucial. And if you guys, if there's nothing on the map, just grab it. Trust me, it'll save you.
It can't do you harm. Let's say that. There is no negative side to having one of those damn towers. It is all good all the time. We have one reactor, 2 tech lab right now, getting the concussive shell and stim pack. It looks like we're going to see a fairly early 3 racks push here with a little bit of tech behind it.
3 racks aggression is actually very good against the 4-gate. If you can get up there and do some damage. Oh, we are going to see
a 3-gate robo.
3-gate robo. If he's going to do 3-gate robo, he needs to get up there and attack now. But unfortunately for him, there is a sentry on the field for Dwarros or for D. There is a sentry on the field for D, and that sentry right there will give him enough time to get that immortal out. Once that immortal happens, that immortal is going to tear apart any kind of marauder play that comes down there. And of course, you can always use the guardian shield to kind of protect your units, and it really does dwindle the attack.
I think I've asked this before, but is it 30% or 1 damage?
It's
per,
like 30. It's like 33% of the Marines' firepower,
which is pretty damn significant.
It's
I mean,
huge.
that's huge. 1/3 is absolutely huge, and we do have an observer now coming out of there. I am impressed. We had an observer before an immortal on a 3-gate robo.
No,
I don't see that anymore.
it's good.
And it's the way you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's really what you're supposed to do. And I don't see it very often, more or less because we do lower level and people are so eager to get that immortal out, which is definitely important. But what is definitely more important is to have that observer out there for scouting purposes. And he's going to see what's coming.
The reason why you get that observer out before. Now, if the Terran was already at the choke and he only has like 1 or 2 sentries, he's basically just living off force fields, then you're going to want to get that immortal out as soon as possible. But there's no threat whatsoever on the field. He knows nothing's coming down to his base right now. Why not get that observer? And the reason why you get it first is because sometimes you don't necessarily have to get that immortal first. If you see a shit ton of Marines, you're not going to get that immortal. You're going to tech and transition into giraffes. So you're going to want to go ahead and chuck down your
Robo Bay?
Thank you. And you're going to want to go ahead and get your giraffes instead of getting that immortal. But now, since he knows there is a decent amount of marauders on the field, he can go ahead and get 1 or 2 immortals out. And it also allows him to say, hey, all of his units are here. I'm going to go ahead and expand. He's doing exactly what he needs to do.
That's what I was going to say. He's got an observer here. He sees what's on the field. He sees what's happening over here. And really, I thought there was going to be a push. And it surprised me to see 3 racks out like that and not have a push. It basically made this useless because he should have just gone. If he was going to tech, he should have just teched.
Yep.
In all honesty, we do have Ghost coming out here. Mobius Reactor going down. Pretty important to get Mobius Reactor first if you're going to use Ghost play, especially with EMP. And he's getting them for these.
Yep.
Is essentially what's happening. And it's a smart move and for these sentries as well. However, it's not the easiest thing in the world to hit those EMPs. And so if you're kind of...
I don't know if I agree with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I've seen so many people fail miserably with EMPs, just like I've seen people fail miserably with storms. If you don't know how to use your because ghosts go down most of the time, a lot of times before they even get the EMP off.
Is basically I'm gonna close my eyes and shoot at these units, and everything loses shields.
That's if you get them standing still and they don't know your ghost is coming.
Whatever. Hey, we can agree to disagree.
We can agree to disagree. I'm not gonna say that it's always difficult to hit. Obviously, there's times where you can just walk up and dude's not paying attention. You're like, yo, dog. EMP, oh, by the way, you can't force field, and now I'm going to steamroll you. That can definitely happen, but in the middle of a battle, against a decent player who knows they're on the field, it can be a bit difficult. Just like storms, people are getting better at avoiding them, but man, when they hit against a Protoss, does it suck?
Well, you're dead. It does it suck? You are dead. Period. You don't live. You need to chuck up force fields and run like a little scared bitch.
Oh, absolutely.
And you just go. So there we are. He is scanning that. He knows that a natural expansion is up, and he's like, oh, crap. I do not want that expansion to start to get saturated. The Terran is still on 1 base. There is no command center built in his base, so it looks like he's going to push all in with this. He does have those 2 ghosts, and you can bet your damn... Oops.
Whoa! Have fun with that, edit.
Damn it. That totally slipped out, and I'm usually pretty good at not swearing.
It's true.
Sometimes I forget because I'm on the live streams a lot, and I don't have to censor. And here we go. Bring out the 2 ghosts, and watch this. So right now, those ghosts are basically saying, "Wait a second, let me get my blindfold. I'm gonna put that on." So they're putting on their blindfolds right now, and then they're gonna run in. And they're just going to shoot somewhere. And all these units are going to lose their shields.
Well, especially if they're sitting here on a ramp.
I'm calling it. Here we go.
And most of these are just basically sitting here.
Here we go.
He scanned ahead of time. He should know they're coming.
Oh, Bob! There goes your shield dead. GD!
Sure.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Oh, no. Like I said, you can. If they're not paying attention, you walk up with a ghost, you just lay it.
Yeah,
that's it.
No skill whatsoever when it comes to ghosts. Like high temps, you gotta when you're feedback, you gotta like physically click on units and stuff. You gotta use your storms right. You gotta make sure that you're not hitting your own units, which what I do all the time. It's Ghosts are just, it makes me angry.
I don't think except for feedback, I think the skill level for storming and EMPing is essentially the same thing. You can walk up just like you can with a ghost and get easy storms off before a Terran army pushes.
You can, but you also got to know that, those ghosts are coming in and they're going to EMP you before you get any storms off. That is the huge problem with me, is when you get your Templars and ready for position, because you got to be fairly close to where you're storming. With a ghost, right, they just shoot this missile out of this gun, and it just area effect everything, and it's not like, I don't know, I'm just kind of,
It sounds like you've gotten dry raped by a ghost a few times.
I have. and don't think that I'm calling Terran OP right now, because I'm not. Because you have things like Infestors for Zerg that is basically, the same kind of concept. It's very, very frustrating.
Anything can be easy mode if you're caught off guard.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that ghost there, the Protoss would be able to hold it off, no problem. He almost held it off, but those medevacs healing your units on top of it, he just rage quits. I don't blame him.
Well, good move by the Terran player.
Yep.
And it's always, if you have ghosts, that's what you do. You don't walk into the heat of battle with ghosts and just hope for some EMPs.
Yeah.
You generally do scan ahead, walk ahead, and try and get the EMPs off before you go into battle. Just like a lot of times, like we were saying with Templars, same idea. You try and walk ahead and soften up that Marine Marauder army before they come in and try and completely steamroll you. Yeah. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Depends if you catch them off guard. But good job by Abdel. I'm going to give it to him. Definitely some solid play. I'm a bit confused with his opening run there. It didn't make 100% sense to me.
Well, I think what happened is he was planning on doing some. I could be wrong, but I think he was thinking about doing some 3 racks aggression. He did that scan at the beginning, seeing that there was a sentry down bottom, and he was just like, "No, screw this. I'm now going to tech." If you would have went down and attacked, that would have failed, and then it would have got countered, and he would have been dead. He did the right thing, whether that was his mind, like his mindset or not, or his thought process. I would like to think it was. I think the reason why the Toss lost this game, besides the whole EMP thing, is Red just basically one base all in. And the Protoss expanded. And those were, while he was busy teching up the Toss, he was building units. I'm
going to say I was surprised he went with the amount of Marauders he saw up here in the beginning of the game. I would say I'm surprised he went Immortals instead of teching for Giraffes. Because in all honesty,
a couple of each would have been
because
great.
In all honesty, Immortals are not cost effective at this point in the game until you have a bunch of freaking. You have to have quite a number before they're cost effective.
Yep.
Giraffes, you have one, changes tide of battle.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That you have one against an army like this, especially that first push.
Yep.
And he probably would have defended it.
Yep, absolutely.
But ladies and gentlemen, this has been another cast sent in by the fans, brought to you by LAGTV, coming to you from the fine and slightly warm locale of Canuckville, Canada. This has been Nova War.
And I am Maximus Black.
And we'll be seeing you guys very soon. Peace out.